up? I'm gonna keep on saying it. The easiest business to start right now in 2025 is a delivery business. It's simple and easy. Get off work, start your delivery business. 3 hours here, 3 hours there. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. And I'm out and about making moves. Hope y'all having a great Good Friday. It is Good Friday. So I hope you're having a great day. It's a nice, beautiful day out here where I'm at. I'm out here right around Webster, Texas. That's close to Galveston, Texas City, those type of areas. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And as always, I can't keep a secret. The easiest business to start, it's not a t-shirt business. It's not YouTube. Hey, what up, IV? How you doing, bro? It's not a t-shirt business. It's not YouTube. It is a delivery business. Super easy, and it's work right now. The easiest way to find these delivery contracts. Hold on, let me pull on. Let me get over. The easiest way to find these contracts is on Craigslist. They got companies right now needing freight move. Need freight move, boxes, envelopes, packages, whatever the case may be. That's the easiest business to start. And then what's so good about these companies, they letting people do this stuff on their own free time. That's the best thing about it though, guys. The best thing about starting these delivery businesses is you could do it on your own set time. You could do it on your own set time. You work your regular 9 to 5, boom, start your delivery business. And then what you do is you connect with these other companies. You move, they got the customers, so you don't have to worry about no customers up front. You partner with these delivery companies and you drop off to their customers. But then at the same time, you try to build your own customer base. So you can drop off your own while you are building your delivery business. You already have customers coming right now because you got contracts with these billion-dollar companies that's paying people to move their freight. It's easy, guys. Take it from, I am a retired truck driver. Back when I started truck driving, they didn't have all these opportunities. They were out there, but you basically have to come in when they want you to come in and get off when they want you to get off. But these companies these days, they let you work your own hours, your own schedule of work. And then what's so great about it, you can work with multiple companies at the same time. On your own time, when you feel like doing it. That's great. You work your regular 9 to 5. I know a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people complaining about living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people are complaining about prices and stuff going up. A lot of people are complaining about inflation and all these things. All you have to do is put your mind to it and go to thinking, start your business on the side. The delivery business. It's the easiest business to start. It's easy. Real easy. This live is not gonna be long. I was just thinking, I said, okay, let me go on, because you know I can't keep secrets. Let me go and push this out to somebody. There's somebody out there that's living paycheck to paycheck. All you gotta do, go on Craigslist, start you a delivery business out of thin air. Easy work. You got a 9 to 5. Get you a contract with some of these companies. There's hundreds of them out there, guys. Me right now, I'm doing Amazon. I'm working with Amazon. And guess what? The load board is so simple. You get on there, find your own routes, and get to work. Real simple. Right now, I'm on a 3-hour route, right? It's not gonna take me 3 hours to do this. Preston, yo, what's up? Hey, what's up, Preston? How you doing? That's the good thing about it. Once you get familiar to what's going on, it ain't gonna take you 3 hours to do a 3-hour route. It ain't gonna take you 5 hours to do a 5-hour route. It ain't gonna take you that long. Like this 3-hour route right now that I got. I only got 15 packages. And guess what? It ain't gonna take me but about 2 hours to do it. 2 hours to do this route. And then guess what I do? I go back, I can go right back and work with Amazon, or I could go to another load board from a different company and get another route off their load board. Simple. Or I could then get done with this and do what? Go on about my day. Enjoy my Good Friday. Great way to start a business. In my opinion, it's the best thing smoking. All these companies are doing this, guys. From Walmart, Whole Foods, all of them are doing it. Or contracting people on to move their freight. Everybody's doing it, guys. Easiest business to start is a delivery business. And then what I like about it so much, hope you are having a great Friday today. Yes, I'm having a great Friday. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great Friday as well. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good Friday. I can't complain. It's all good over here. God woke me up. Right? He gave me the knowledge to go out here and do what I do and to tell it to other people. Because there's a lot of people struggling, man, and I understand that. So I gotta put something on people's mind. A lot of things you know, but you ain't really putting the work in. And sometimes it takes somebody like me to get you to rethink, calm down a little bit, and rethink, right? And go on and start a business out of thin air. It's not simple. It's not hard, guys. It's simple. You already got customers. Already. All you gotta do is pick up, drop off. and look at it as a real business and prepare it like it's a real business, because it is, guys. It is. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. So I'm just trying to help some people out. You know, there's a lot of people that's struggling these days. As long as you got a vehicle and you got 3 hours to spare, some cases 2. An extra $30, $40 a day, right? You might not think that's much, but if you work a regular job, right, and you got 3 hours to spare, 2 hours to spare, $30, $40 a day, an extra $1,000 a month can do a lot, right? An extra $1,000 a month can pay your car note. An extra $1,000 a month can pay your rent or help with your mortgage. An extra $1,000 a month can do what's really need to be done is investing. $1,000 a month can help somebody build a strong portfolio. Investing $1,000 a month. Investing $750 a month. It's out there, guys. It's the best time to start a delivery business. It's the best time to start any investment business. Any investment business. Right now. Best time to start investing. A delivery business is an investment. And it's the easiest thing, smoking. It is. It's the easiest thing, smoking. For one, you got a customer. Unlimited customers. So you don't have to worry about marketing and promoting. But while you are marketing and promoting your delivery business, you making right now income on your own time. It's 1,000 ways you can look at this, guys. 1,000 ways. But it's an opportunity of a lifetime. Right now in 2025 and beyond, we got to be building multiple things, right? Something as simple as a delivery business can fund another business that you're trying to build, that you're really passionate about, right? It can fund another business that you're really passionate about. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Yeah, it is a good thing. Building a business is always a good thing. It's the best thing smoking right now. And the delivery business is the easiest thing. It's easy. It's easy, and you can do it on your own time. So I hope everybody having a good Friday. I definitely having a good Friday. Just to put that out there to let y'all know, a lot of people know I be doing that walk down. Well, on the 50th episode of the walk down, we celebrate the 50th episode of season 1. Season 1, episode 50. We doing the Cash App giveaway on the 50th episode of the walk down. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We are doing Cash App giveaways on the 50th episode of the show Walk Down. It's season 1 of the Walk Down. The 50th episode is the last episode of season 1. So we're going to be doing Cash App giveaways on that 50th episode. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel sure you hit the notification bell. It's gonna be subscriber only mode. That's how I do the Cash App giveaways over here. I don't tell everybody. I talk about it in the lives. Then I do it in subscriber only mode. We do it in subscriber only mode because it's an ancient Chinese secret. That's what it is. It's an ancient Chinese secret. That's because I appreciate all the supporters. Everybody all the old subscribers and the new subscribers. Appreciate y'all for coming and rocking with me.
Into Clay and Box. We are joined now by Mike Gallagher. He is head of defense at Palantir. He's got a really interesting piece in the Wall Street Journal. Time for accountability on the COVID lab leak cover-up. Mike, appreciate you making the time for us.
It's an honor to be with you.
Hold on a second. I got to get out the car right quick. I'll be right back.
What does accountability look like? What does the public need to know? What steps have to be taken now when it comes to the lab leak cover-up? I love that there's a picture of Fauci touching a little fake virus in your op-ed. He's the absolute worst. What needs to happen?
Well, I can't claim credit for the artwork that comes with these op-eds. I just do the words, but it was quite nice. To me, it just starts with the basic step of complete declassification of relevant intelligence. If you remember, we actually passed a law when I was in Congress requiring that the Biden administration do just that, but they didn't comply with the law. When they finally did an investigation into the origins of COVID, it was not serious. What came out was heavily redacted. It was a regurgitation of the prevailing consensus. And so there's been no accountability for our own scientific establishment, which was profoundly corrupted. Our own intelligence community was parroting the corrupted consensus of the scientists, and even the authors of the Proximal Origins article, which spread a lot of this misinformation, have not been held accountable. The opposite has happened. They continue to get awards. Fauci continues to be lauded, and we have centers named after Fauci. And without
all right, I made it back.
People just aren't going to trust the government.
I might stay on live doing this whole route. That's what I'm thinking about doing. This small route is a 3-hour route. But it ain't gonna take me 3 hours to do it. So I might
wind their way into the hands of the Wuhan Institute of Virology. There's been no accountability.
Stay on. You're on the wrong side of the road, homie. I might stay on the whole time. I don't know yet.
I encourage you to go to covid.gov today and look at everything that's being laid out there. We're 5 years after COVID, and Buck and I focus on this a lot because we're kind of history nerds. One of the good things about time passing is over time, history I think becomes more honest about what really transpired. Are you optimistic that 20, 40 years from now we'll get a more honest version of what happened and the failures of this nation when it comes to responding to COVID in generations ahead? Or do you think the same people that are trying to stop us now will continue to fight for generations into the future to avoid acknowledging how wrong they were?
Well, I always say I don't think
I'm trying to get my phone to focus.
we had a report a few months ago that in February, the Wuhan Institute of Virology had experimented with a new virus, COVID-19. What you learn is to dig into the nature of what happened in Wuhan, the lab accident, more broadly in the interaction and more confident than we realized. And so part of the push for accountability is based on the idea that there could be a pandemic like the one that went through with COVID-19, or his website. I would encourage all Americans to go to the
All right.
right now, and really lays out 5 basic common sense truths that the
I had to put the phone on the case.
Biological characteristics that you couldn't find in nature. 2, all the data suggests it stems from a.
One thing is getting kind of hot out here. It's in the 90s down here where I'm at.
3, that the Wuhan Institute had
It's in the 90s.
research at inadequate safety levels. 4, that the researchers at the Wuhan Institute fell ill with COVID months before the virus was allegedly discovered at a wet market. And finally, after all these years, there's no scientific evidence of a natural origin that has surfaced. That alone has done more to advance the case of accountability.
Depending on how I feel, I might go back and get another route, depending on what's on the load board.
Mike, I wanted to pivot a little bit here and lean into another area of expertise.
What's so great about this route is that it's right by my
One
house.
of the lessons that anybody paying attention to what's going on over in Ukraine with Russia, and especially if they're looking.
But yeah, guys, you're looking for a business to start. A delivery business is the easiest business to start right now in 2025. In this day and time, especially right now, you got to start a business on the side.
Every day. But with that said, I know Palantir's involved in the high-tech edge of things with defense.
Hey, what's up, Reg? How you doing, bro?
Was upset. There was like an uprising.
In these days and time, you got to have more than one income, guys. You got to. And the delivery business, man, the phone tripping again. The delivery business is the easiest business to start right now in 2025. What's so great about it is that you could do it 2 or 3 hours out of the day. That's it. Or if you off on the weekend, you can do it 4 hours Friday, like today. If you off today, 4 hours today, 4 hours tomorrow, as an example, 4 hours Sunday. Just think about this, guys. If you got a regular car and you start your delivery business on the side, and you can do it when you want, how you want, and where you want. Guess what? You can make an extra, just going out. You can look at it as having fun. Going out, delivering 2, 3, 4 hours a day, pulling in $50, just something small, $50 a day extra. 50 times 7, that's $350. That's an extra $1,400 a month. No, that's extra $2,800 a month. $50 a day, get off work, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever the case may be. $50 multiplied by 7, that's $350. For an extra $1,400 a month that you could save, that you can invest, golly, that you can build another business with. You can use that money to start another business. Simple, easy. And let's say, for instance, you got an old lady, she don't work. You can, or kid that's 18. You can have your delivery business up and running while you at work. You can have them driving it and doing the delivery business. There's a lot of different ways you can look at it. While you at work, you can have somebody else doing it for you. And of course, you got to pay them something out of, whatever you make. You could be at work, right? Start this delivery business, and you could be at work, and you can have somebody else in your household or a homeboy or a friend working it Not only will you create a job for somebody else, but you building a business, a delivery business, something simple. You can have whoever working your delivery business for 8 hours while you doing something else. Simple, simple, simple. It don't take that much. And you can get started ASAP. ASAP delivery business out of thin air. That's the best thing smoking in 2025 and beyond, guys.
Right? Like we have this very balkanized media landscape where nobody really knows where to go to get truth. And the risk of that is people can kind of opt in to whatever reality they just want to live in. And it's very hard to have a coherent conversation based on facts, based on logic as a result. That being said, as a product of representing Northeast Wisconsin, where we're going to host the NFL draft here shortly, by the way, everybody.
I will be watching. Trust me. I'm very excited.
It's a huge, huge thing for Green Bay, Wisconsin. Huge thing. I think most people are just common sense, right?
And if you want to do the delivery business full time, you can do that too. You can do the delivery business and go to school. That's great. It's great for college kids. You got a college kid? You got a kid that's in college? Great way. Real flexible. They can continue going to college and earn a full-time income with their business. You can have a good teachable moment for your 17 or 18-year-old. You can have your kid that's 18, 17 in high school that got a driver's license. You can have your kid working the delivery business. It teaches them business. It teaches them responsibility. And most of all, it teaches them how work is. You ain't gotta let them work at Jack in the Box or Whataburger. You can have them work in the family business, which is what? The delivery business. It's simple, guys. And if you want to be a truck driver, like I was, I am a retired truck driver, right? So if you into trucking, but you ain't got the money to buy your own truck, a delivery business, lower level of a delivery business, right, is what I'm talking about right now. While you going to trucking school, you got a delivery business. You can use this delivery business to do what? Pay for your truck cash. There's a lot of different ways you can look at it. But the delivery business is the best thing smoking in 2025. Because of this internet, and because of these phones and these apps, and then because America is the land of milk and honey, there's all kind of ways to get money in 2025 and beyond, guys. It shouldn't be, I'm gonna say it, it shouldn't be nobody complaining about eggs, apple juice, complaining about this and complaining about that. When you living in the country, you live in the land of milk and honey. There's all kind of ways to get some money. There's all kind of ways to build businesses in America. Earn, spend less, invest, and yes, creating a delivery business out of thin air. That is an investment. That is an investment. That's exactly what it is. Well, Stock Sniper, man, I don't want to use my own personal car. Okay, I got you. You use your own personal car. I don't care if you working at Jack in the Box, Whataburger, living paycheck to paycheck. I don't care what situation you in. You start your delivery business out of thin air. You use your personal car. You make something as small as $50 a day. Only take the routes that make sense. Because again, you're using your personal vehicle. If you can make $1,400, $1,500 a month with your side business, which is basically on the small side, which is $50 a day, right? Guess what? If you do that for 90 days and don't touch that money, you can buy you can invest in you a delivery vehicle. Pay cash. I ain't talking about no car note. You can invest that with however much it'll be, 90 days. Well, 90 days, I'm going to use my own personal vehicle. And then after the 90 days, I'm going to buy me a car, cash. $5,000, $6,000 in the 90 days. Go spend that $6,000, which is another investment, right? And do what? Use that car as a commercial vehicle. You got one car that's your personal vehicle. You ain't got to use that no more. You got another car that is a commercial vehicle. It's only for your delivery business. That's it. And guess what? You'll make that money right back, depending on how you work it, within 3 months.
For your free Samsung Galaxy with qualifying plan when you make the switch to Pure Talk, wireless by Americans for Americans. Ever you get your podcast. Welcome back into Clay and Buck. Oh, I just went out and got some Crockett coffee. I have it here in my hand. It is delicious. 10% of our profits goes to Tunnel to Tower. So you're doing a good thing for all of us when you support Crockett Coffee. You also get yourself a signed copy of Clay's American Playbook.
And what's so great about these
When you go to CrockettCoffee.com,
these companies that we know, like, and trust,
coffee is now out.
guess what?
Check that. Have you ever had mushroom coffee?
You can do that whenever you get ready.
Minerals and cool stuff in it.
That's what's so great about it.
So go check out mushroom.
You can do it whenever you get ready. It's your delivery business.
Go to CrockettCoffee.com.
You pick when you do it and when you don't. It's up to you. If you want to work one route for 3 hours, you work one route for 3 hours, like what I'm doing right now. If you want to work a 5-hour route, you can work a 5-hour route. Yeah, my phone overheated. I had to switch it. I had to move it. But yeah, that's the great process right there. If you got only one car that's your personal vehicle, have your daily goal. I'm saying $50 a day. It could be more. You could take a 5-hour route, finish it in 4, and get 100 plus for that route, and do 100 a day. If you can do 100 a day, one route, 4 hours, 100, or whatever the route pays, guess what? That's better, because that's double. Now that's 2,800 a month. And you do that with your personal vehicle for 3 months. Now you got 7,000, 8,000 that you could go buy cash a business car. And if, well, you might want to, do what I did, right? If you already got emergency fund, you already got investment money, you already, you do investments, you save your money really well, and you got a good, stash, you can do what I did. That I went and bought me a brand new vehicle for the delivery business. That's what I did. Something that, matter of fact, the thumbnail. That's what I did. That thumbnail, I went to the dealership, right? I got me a car cash. Brand new though. Brand new car. And guess what? I got all, if you can do it like that, that's the best way to do it. If you save your money up, well, you can go to the dealership and invest in you a good car that has warranties. That's what I did, guys. Because I make investments, I know how to build. So I build and I invest. Well, with my investments, I took some out and I bought me a brand new vehicle off the showroom below that has warranties. So guess what? That is my commercial vehicle. I basically did what I did in trucking, I did with this. Same thing. But I think it's even better because you can work at your own pace. You can do it when you want, how you want, where you want. That's the great thing about these a delivery business in 2025. You can do it when you want, how you want, and where you want. That's what I love about it. So, and then, hey, you can have somebody working for you. Whether it be a kid, whoever. You can let them work the business while you do other things. Or you can say, well, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm gonna work the business today, tomorrow, right? Just to do something. And then have somebody drive it during the week. In other words, it's flexible. You can do it how you want to do it. That's what I love about it. The development of the internet, bro. Man, the development of the internet made it easy to get rich. Easy to get rich. All you gotta do is have an open mind and bust a move and put the work in. Easy thing to do. That's why how I would do it, coming from a retired truck driver, that's how I would do it. For one, if I had a vehicle, I would use my personal vehicle with the goal of getting me a work vehicle just to work my delivery business. That's what I would do. I wouldn't go and get a car note for it. I would rather stay down till I come up, save the money, use my own personal vehicle, save that money, like I said, 3 months, and buy a car cash. And then use that car as nothing but work. And see, the thing about that, you got to talk to a CPA, right? I am not a tax advisor. But when you using your work vehicle, you get tax breaks, bro. See, that's another thing about creating your own business. That's another thing, is that if you work at a W-2, talk to your CPA, and they'll give you the game. But when you work at a W-2, as we all know, They take the money out of our checks before you even get your check. The government takes your money. And guess what? If you just working a W-2, you can't write off too much of nothing. But if you working a W-2 and you create a business out of thin air, like a delivery business, you got all kind of write-offs. Just being an independent contractor, guys, opens you up as far as tax benefits to all kind of stuff. Take it from the retired truck driver. And what's so cool about it, what I really love about it, a 3-hour route ain't gonna take 3 hours. A 4-hour route ain't gonna take 4 hours. A 5-hour route ain't gonna take 5 hours. Once you learn the routine and get your routine down, a 5-hour route ain't gonna take no longer than 3.5 hours, guys. That's it. That's all it's gonna take. And then when you do, if you say, well, man, I don't want to use my personal vehicle, I'm gonna use it to come up on some money and then buy and invest in me a commercial vehicle. Guess what? Get one that don't burn up that much gas, like I did. When I went to invest in the commercial vehicle, I went with one that I know ain't gonna burn no much. No, I went with one that's not gonna burn no gas. Very, very important. Minimize your spending, maximize your reward. That's exactly how I did it. You gotta get a vehicle that don't burn that much gas. Some people use a truck. If you use your truck, make sure you pick a route that is worth it, right? Because they got different prices for different routes. Make sure you pick a route that's worth it, and then launch your business and get the rocking and rolling. At the same time, promote on the side, right? Promote on the side so you can get some customers that would deal directly with you. That's how it goes. You can find customers, the people you know. Get you some flyers, word of mouth, and deliver whatever people need delivered. I don't care what it is. If it fit, it goes. If it fit, it goes. I don't care if it's a dog, cat, right? It goes. And a good place to promote, Craigslist. Webull, right? YouTube, you can make YouTube ads, promote in your certain area. If you're on Facebook, Facebook Marketplace is a good place to promote your business. You can even on these Instagram, on these particular companies, you can do what? You can buy ad, you can pay for them to promote, to put your delivery business in front of the people that it needs to be in front of. But until that gets to jumping, you got to do what? You got to work with these companies that already got customers. UPS, Amazon, what I'm doing right now. The thing about them, they paying 100%. Why they paying 100%? Because it's they freight that you getting rid of. That's what I love about UPS, Amazon, FedEx, all these type of companies. They're not taking a percentage out of the money. They paying you a flat rate, right, to move their stuff out of their warehouse. Webull, it's another great one. It's another great one. Webull, they're paying you to move their stuff. It ain't no percentage shit. It ain't that. Shout out to Amazon. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Webull. Shout out to these companies. Hold on a second. I gotta go drop off this package. I'm gonna be done with this route so fast. It haven't even been an hour. And I'm halfway done already. This is a 3-hour route. 3-hour route that ain't gonna take but 2 hours. And it's gonna take a little bit, not a lot longer, but a little bit longer because I'm on the phone, I'm talking, you know, I'm not just dropping off. I'm looking at the chat, I'm looking at the phone, I got the phone and I don't have it on the case. I got it sitting right, spot where I got to continue to keep my eye on it so the phone won't fall. So my time is kind of slow, right? So if I wasn't on live, I would be done with this in less than 2 hours. I'm gonna say 10 minutes because I'm live, I'm talking, and I'm driving kind of slow so I can pay attention, right? I'm focused. I'm looking at the chat at the same time. So I'm doing more than I'm doing more than I usually would do. If I wasn't on live, I'd just be looking. I would be driving a little bit faster. I would be driving the speed limit though. But right now I'm driving below the speed limit. I'm paying attention more than usual. I'm really focused. That's why I'm moving a little bit slower. I would say about 10 minutes slower. So if I wasn't on live, I'm on I had 15 packages. I think, where's 9? I would probably be on 10 right now. I'm gonna say that. I would probably be on package 10. But right now I'm on package 8. And it's because I'm talking, I'm looking at the phone, I'm holding the phone to keep it from falling down. Because if I put it right here on that case, it's gonna overheat and cut off. So I got it in the spot where it can get the AC and where it won't cut off. And this particular route, it does have apartments in it, which apartments will slow you down. But if you got a route with nothing but houses, if this route was nothing but houses, I ain't gonna say that, I'd be done in about an hour and 15 minutes. I've had routes, I've had 3-hour routes where it was only 3 packages on the route, guys. I've had routes where there's only 3 packages on the route. Matter of fact, now that I remember, I had a route that only had 1 package. 1. A 3-hour route with 1 package. This 3-hour route, 15 packages. Easy. Easy. Easy money. Easy. I'm already at 8. Hold up. I'll be right back. apartment complex, in and out. Might be like when you do a 3-hour route and less time stock sniper because you are experienced retired truck driver. Well, it's not difficult, guys. It's easy. Once you get the routine down, you'll be able to do it quicker than 3 hours. But the thing is, whoever you got doing it for you, you gotta teach them how to do it the right way. That way it'll get done fast. You know? But it gotta be somebody you know, like, and trust. If you're gonna have somebody doing it while you at work, it gotta be somebody you know, like, and trust. Well, they can sit back and get deliveries all day. Or you can do it yourself. But if you do it yourself, I recommend you do it alone. See, this route got a lot of apartments in it. Guess what, guys? I've been on live exactly 1 hour. I only got 5 packages left. 5. So I did a 3-hour route in 1 hour. Well, I'm gonna say about an hour and a half, because I haven't looked to see these 5 packages, are they apartments or are they houses? That's what I haven't seen. But if they houses, I'm gonna get done with those 5 packages so fast. So an hour and a half, maybe. An $80 route, an $80 3-hour route. I'm basically gonna be done with it in an hour and a half, guys. a 3-hour route. I'm gonna be done in an hour and a half. Quick, $80 in an hour and a half. And guess what? If I feel like it, I can go right back to that warehouse or go to a different warehouse, because why? I got contracts with multiple businesses. All I gotta do is go show up or go on the board and choose another route. It's what, 1:30. I'm gonna be done with this by 2 o'clock. I can turn around, go back on that board, and pick a route that I like, that's specifically to what I think that I should get paid for my services, and get another route. And I can do this back to back to back all day long until 9 o'clock. That's why I talk about all the time. Earn, spend less, and invest. That thumbnail, that vehicle is an investment, a good investment. Brand new car, warranty, right? And then and what's so great about buying a car cash at the dealership, majority of those dealerships give you free maintenance for 2 years. Some of them shorter, some of them longer. But you get good incentives for getting the car not off the side of the road, but at a dealership. So my investment is protected because I got warranties. I don't pay for no oil changes, none of that. I don't pay for no inspection, none of that. But you might, for somebody that can't, some people can't do it like that. So what I would tell a person, because we already know the stats. The stats are 40% of Americans don't have $2,000 in emergency fund. So I would say, you got a car, use that car. But your first goal should be to invest in a business vehicle, right? Have your personal car, have your business vehicle. That business vehicle is only for your delivery business. That's it. It's not used for nothing else. And if you got more than one car, you already ready to rock and roll. If you got one car, just use that one car. Your first goal should be making enough money to buy a car cash for your delivery business. That's why when I hear somebody complaining about eggs and gas and inflation and tariffs, ain't no reason to be complaining. You live in the land of milk and honey. What are you complaining about? Get out and go do something. Create you a business out of thin air. A delivery business, the easiest business to create and the fastest. It's the easiest and it's the fastest. You complaining about eggs and gas and rent going up? Shit, create you a delivery business out of thin air. That's your hedge against inflation. That's your hedge against eggs and apple juice or whatever the case may be. That's your hedge. If you just use it just to buy groceries. Which I wouldn't do that. I mean, but hey, to each his own. I'm just putting the information out there, bro. I'm just putting the information out there. I'm about to get done with this. A quick $80. I've been on live an hour and 15 minutes. Once I drop off this package, I got 3 left. I got 3 left. And if I wouldn't have been on live, I would have 1 left. Because I'm paying attention really what I'm doing. I got my phone right here. I'm driving real slow. I'm looking. And I'm talking and running my mouth. You know I can't keep secrets. I'm giving up all the secrets. Giving up all the secrets. Every secret that I know. Especially when it comes to delivering freight. Especially when it comes to driving, truck driving. I am a retired truck driver. And we lost one of our linemen, man. University of Texas, Longhorns, we lost one of our linemen. They transferred. A good lineman that we had too, bro. That's bad news. Yeah, we had a good offensive lineman from the University of Texas. He entered the transfer portal and left the school. That sucks. We ain't tripping, no. Hook 'em horns. I hope y'all having a good Friday, man. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. That's not good news right there. I just heard a train, guys. That's bad news. Why is that bad news, Stock Sniper? Because I could possibly get caught up in this train. That's if I gotta go that way to drop off these last 3 packages. I got 3 packages left out of 15. 3 packages left out of 15, guys. I said 1:30. I think it's, and there go the train right there.
We're speaking in generalities here, but something like 85% of women won't date a guy, say they don't want to date a guy who's under 60. And 14% of guys are actually over 60. So there's a little bit of a math mismatch here. Now, a lot of you weighed in, we'll get to some of that. We'll talk back about emails, including friends of the show who have their own programs. One of them might be infused from a distance play with Paul Bunyan because he is enormous that he hits his head on the bottom of on a regular basis. Paul Bunyan is like
Excuse me, guys, the phone fell. But like I told you, I don't have it sitting up on the case. I got it like sitting up on top of the air conditioner radio. And I got it from falling. So that slowed me down a little bit because I had to stop. But yeah, but if I wasn't on live, I would be done with this. $15 packages, 3 hours. But I'm gonna be done an hour and a half. And boy, I wish they were all houses. Majority of them are apartments. I'm going in and coming out with speed. Trying to make it work, guys. I know if I put it, I'm gonna just try it anyway until I get some type of juice and then move it back over there. But if I stay on here too long on that side, the phone gonna cut off. So I'm gonna leave it.
let it be awkward, let it be weird, but at least it's real. Go have a real life, go meet people in real life. You'll be so much better off.
I think that's perfect, by the way. I totally agree with her. I rest my case. I think she nailed it. And I didn't even hear that, but we just played it on the air now. I will also submit that Carol loved the interaction, probably not surprisingly, based on the comment that she just gave there, of the Atlanta Braves sideline reporter and the girl that he was interviewing during the course of that game that turned into...
And look, I ran right into
this week, that Buck was in disbelief.
that train.
And I think it is.
I got to try to figure out how to get around this train.
Meet somebody in person, have an actual face-to-face interaction with them. And this is, I believe we've also got Lisa Booth, also a part.
See, this comes with kind of knowing the area. Because that train right there is going to be a long time. So I got to maneuver around.
The honest answer is, of course it does. I mean, look, every woman wants to feel smaller than her boyfriend or her significant other. We want to feel protected in his arms. So, of course, it matters. Of course, we would rather have someone who's taller. However, look, I think every woman's dated a guy who is maybe around the same height. So, yeah, I mean, look, you would date someone if you really fell in love with someone who is a little bit shorter. It's not the
I got to get away from that train, or I'll be sitting there forever. These trains around here, you'll be waiting 30 minutes, especially if it just came. And that train there, I don't know if you was here when I said, man, that go a train. I heard that noise and I knew it was a train. And it just came this way. So I got to know how to maneuver. That's the thing. You might say, well, Stock Sniper, you know, you know how to maneuver. Yeah, you're right. But you might not get through with the route. Well, I'm going to say this. If you just start, you're going to have to, it's going to take it just like any business. This is a delivery business. Any business is going to take time. But if you know, once you learn how to put your packages and learn the area, you'll be straight. Like what I just did. I know the area. So I know how to maneuver, right? I know how to maneuver and get away from that train. But if I didn't know, I would either have to wait or just try to figure it out. But I already know how to maneuver. So I'm ready to rock and roll. And then I think that once I drop this off, I'm not going back into the train. I'm going outside of the train. So I just avoided it. Yeah, it took off not that much, about 2 minutes of my time. See, there go the train right there. I know how to maneuver and move around it.
Yeah, I think that if you walk away from a relationship and then the guy ends up getting married, he's got a good family and everything else, I think a lot of those women look back. And I do think the one thing that you nailed...
See, I just maneuvered around the train. Now I'm on the other side. And it's probably gonna stop. That's what I hate about these trains. They be long and then it'll just stop. And if you're in an area that don't know, you'll be stuck at that train.
And I think that many women have fallen victim to what is the social media reaction going to be to my new guy. And if it's not, hey, this is the perfect guy, then they're unhappy.
Especially if you are delivering to an industrial area that have a lot of businesses around it. See, when you out here in Houston, you run into those problems. You got houses You got businesses, big businesses inside the neighborhoods, bro. That's how it is in Houston. You got big businesses inside of these neighborhoods. You got to know how to maneuver. So it'll take time. You say, well, okay, you doing them in 2 hours and stuff like that. A 5-hour route, you doing them in 3.5 hours.
Let's say not their husband, but their boyfriend or fiance. If they're the same height or he's a little smaller, would feel weird about it.
You'll be able to do it too once you learn. Once you learn your business area to build your business, you'll learn how to maneuver too, like what I just did.
I want to hear from all of you, and also I want you to have the energy to go get after it in the gym. So height, who cares about height? If you're jacked, let me tell you, that's going to help you a lot, guys. At least be the best version, the strongest, best, healthiest version of yourself. That's always the goal. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what you should be doing. And having the right chemistry, as I call it, is critical in that process. Look, I know what I speak of here. I lost 40 pounds. I'm the best shape I've been in at least 10 years. And I think that chalk has been a really helpful tool in my toolkit. Go to chalk.com. Their best-selling male vitality stack has been proven in studies to increase testosterone levels by as much as 20% in just 3 months' time. Testosterone is your body's natural source of energy, and over time, as we age, guys, it declines. It just does. Chalk can boost your teeth. Chalk's male vitality stack critical in this process, and Chalk has a female vitality stack as well. I'm going to tell you this: my mother-in-law just took Chalk Chad mode this morning because she wanted to get a little bit of a pick-me-up, and she's flying around now, cooking, doing all kinds of stuff. Go to chalk.com, CHOQ.com. Use my name, Buck, for a massive discount on a subscription for life. That's chalk, CHOQ.com. Use Buck as your promo code.
Keep up with the biggest political comeback in world history on the Team 47 podcast.
Continue southwest on Hugh Street, then at 150 meters.
Sundays at noon Eastern. Find it on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm knocking these apartments out. This route was mostly apartments. I'm on my last. I'm on my last package, guys.
This report is sponsored by
In 600 feet, turn left onto Jefferson Street.
Time is precious, especially when you're not feeling well. That's why they're making healthcare easy and convenient.
I'm on my last package.
9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
What time is it? 1:30.
Get them live online. Visit nextlevelurgentcare.com.
No, it's not. It's 1:50. It took me an hour and a half to do a 3-hour route. That's it. A quick $80. Hour and a half. Delivery business. The easiest business to start in 2025.
Genuine connection and focus, and only Yonder supports schools through the whole process, from policy and planning.
I can go, when I get done with this, I can go back on that load board and repeat the process. And repeat the process. If I choose to. That's the big thing. If I choose to. This is a delivery business. Great business to pull out of thin air. If I had to do this full time, I would go right back to that where I would go on that load board and get me another route and go right back to that warehouse. Or whichever warehouse is closest to me. Because it ain't just one warehouse, guys. It's not just one warehouse.
Access granted.
He said the keyword Pure Talk, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will help you make the switch in as little as 10 minutes.
Just like that.
Just dial down to 50, say the keyword Pure Talk for your free Samsung Galaxy with qualifying plan when you make the switch to Pure Talk wireless.
Just like that, guys. The delivery business, man. The easiest business to create. It's not the t-shirt business. It's not YouTube. It's the delivery business. A delivery service is the easiest business to create in 2025 and beyond.
Friday edition of the program. Encourage you. Just heard from Carol Markowitz, Lisa Booth, Jesse Kelly, but Carol Markowitz, Lisa Booth in particular, a part of the Clay and Buck Podcast Network. If you have not subscribed, make sure you go subscribe. We love you listening to this program. There's all sorts of special Easter egg treats that get dropped into the podcast universe from us, but we have put together an incredibly talented podcast network. Whatever you're looking for, whether it's a mom perspective or a badass baby deal perspective,
Just like that.
we've got you covered.
Yeah, go check out the David Rutherford podcast as well. And as for our friend Jesse Kelly, he's on hundreds of stations. His show,
A quick $80.
he's lighting his cigars with $1,000 bills. So
Hour and a half.
his head all 6'8" up there in the sky anymore than he already is. And his confidence doesn't need any boost, I can assure you. Caller Jared is a former Navy SEAL and he's 5'3". What's up, Jared? Yes, I'm.
That's just the
honored
route that I took.
through to you guys, but I haven't ever, I'll be honest, I've never tried to get through to you guys, but it was with Rush Limbaugh. And with you, the subject going on, I'm like, oh, Lord, I've got to call him. I've got to try it one more time. And I'm so honored to actually be on. Thank you very much. So, the Navy program. Day one, Navy SEALs, to be short. The shorter you are, and stealthier you'll be and less hidden.
Hope I put something on y'all mind. If you're watching this on the live or on the replay,
They'll take tall men, but
don't look at it as a gig. Don't look at it as a side money. Don't look at it like that. It is a business.
we love you and we appreciate
It's called delivery.
you. Let me ask you though,
Business.
woman you've ever dated,
Name it something,
5'6".
right? Name it something.
Okay.
If you can get an LLC, get an LLC.
You're Navy.
Stock Sniper Delivery Business LLC, as an example. Whatever the case may be, don't look at it as no delivery service. Why? No, don't look at it as a side gig or a side hustle or extra money. Don't look at it like that. Because whatever you tell your mind, that's what's it's gonna register in your subconscious mind, and guess what's gonna happen? You ain't gonna take it serious. You gonna take it as it's just gig, or if it's just a hustle, or if it's just money. You ain't gonna take it serious, guys. You gotta stamp it. This is a business. What's the name of my business? It is called So-and-so Delivery Business LLC,
I think it's the blue personally, but
or whatever the case may be.
what percentage of you
So-and-so Delivery Business Incorporated,
solely for
so-and-so Delivery Business Enterprises, so-and-so Transportation,
Red Hot Chili Peppers, right?
right? You gotta put a name on it. You gotta label it.
5'2" or 5'3". Like some of these guys that are on stage, oh yeah, never seen anyone really sort of standing. Some of these big rock, I mean, listen, Prince was like
You gotta label it.
tiny, actually a pretty good basketball player too. Remember the Chappelle skit? Like that was based in reality. Prince was a high school basketball pretty good player in the Minneapolis area. Josh in California wants to weigh in.
I hope y'all got something out of this.
I was just calling because while women can hold men's standards of height, like,
The easiest business to start in 2025.
weight and taking care of the
What is it?
can cook a meal.
It's a delivery business.
Both ways when it comes to
Why?
marriage, it's not always
Because you can get a contract
but it's the woman
with any one of these companies that we know, like, and trust,
Josh,
and deliver their products.
a man who says that he
It's called a contract.
Is considered to be
What delivery business, what company, what billion-dollar company I'm working with right now? Amazon.
control in some way your weight.
That's the one I'm working with at this time.
Guys, totally considered to be
On this particular live,
I think that's probably
I'm working with Amazon. I'm using my Amazon contract
what women are
as an example.
women can judge men on things they
And guess what?
men can't
You can hire somebody to work for you
can control.
to do these things.
It's a jungle
You
out there.
can
I will tell you that. So to all of our
Dang.
Lord kings and the ladies who love them, God bless. You stay strong and stand tall. And we will have a great show for you coming up on Monday. Let me say, if you missed any of the podcasts from this week, or you haven't listened to Clay and Buck podcast before, download that iHeart app. Go listen to Carol Markowitz. Go listen to Dave Rutherford. He's our former SEAL buddy. His show is blowing up. More and more people going to it every day. Just download that Clay and Buck podcast network show or the shows, and we'll talk to you Monday. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton on the front lines of the truth. The tax filing deadline has passed, and you didn't file again. Or maybe you did file, but you can't work it.
hold on, guys.
Now is simple. Get help now. Call Rush Tax Resolution. Every day you wait, the IRS threat grows, seizing your assets, garnishing your paycheck, targeting your business over payroll taxes, or even revoking your passport. Don't let that happen. Get the relief you deserve and call the pros at Rush Tax Resolution before the IRS contacts you first at 877-554-RUSH. That is Clay and Buck told you to call and get a free IRS transcript investigation. Rush Tax is the only company we trust and recommend. Many listeners have been helped and their tax nightmares are over. Rush Tax will only take your case if they know they can help you, period. Call 877-554-RUSH, 877-554-RUSH, or rushtaxresolution.com. Israel is still under attack. Missile fire has resumed from the Houthis, Hezbollah, and Hamas, enemies seeking Israel's destruction. Here in America, we can't even imagine living under constant threat of terrorism and rocket attacks like this. This is the reality in Israel. Parents taking their children to school, falling to the ground to lay on top of their small children, trying to comfort them as sirens blare. The next attack against Israel is happening now with little time to prepare, so we must act now. That's why we're partnering with the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews to help provide life-saving aid and security essentials. Your urgently needed gift today will help provide security essentials like bomb shelters, flak jackets, and bulletproof vests for first responders, armored security vehicles, ambulances, and more. Join us in standing with Israel. Call to make your gift at 888-488-IFCJ. That's 888-488-4325 or online at supportifcj.org to give. One word, support IFCJ. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is in the books, and Shoppers John Deere is proud to be the official tractor provider. Shoppers donates over 120 pieces of equipment to help move the rodeo. People always ask, what do you do with all those John Deere tractors when the rodeo is over? Well, we bring them back to our 8 Shoppers locations and sell them great promo discounts along with full warranty. It's a multi-year tractor. See our specials at SHOPPAS. Shoppers, we're your tractor experts.
At MD Anderson Cancer Center, our goal is to cure cancer, not simply treat the symptoms. We go beyond standard diagnostics and conduct in-depth tests to ensure our patients receive an accurate diagnosis and the right treatment plan from the start. This deeper level of precision gives our patients peace of mind and the best hope to overcome cancer. Because at MD Anderson, we know cancer inside and out. Choose us first at mdanderson.org.
Right now, KTRH has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword. Ask KTRH.com. Bills. B-I-L-L-S. Bills. Enter it now at KTRH.com. This is News Radio 740. KTRH Houston. Everywhere with the IRS. Now, the latest news, weather, and traffic. It's more what matters to you from the the John Moore Services Studios. The president calls out the media for their latest double standard. I'm Corey Olsen. It's 2 o'clock on News Radio 740 KTRH. Traffic and weather together. Here's Katie London.
We wrap up this accident on the North Loop west to GC Jester that's been slowly recovering from 45. Couple of issues on your Gulf Freeway Drive. We've got a northbound 45 accident at NASA Parkway with a couple of right lanes blocked. Not too heavy, just adding a couple minutes there. Now, southbound moving through Dickinson, we've got a slow rollout toward Hughes through some construction there. That's coming up from 646. I'm Katie London in the USARVresorts.com traffic center.
Storm chances increasing into Easter weekend. Potential for some strong or severe weather Sunday afternoon. Some 1-inch downpours possible. 87 today. Breezy south winds. Mid-70s for tonight. Cloudy, windy. Saturday 84. Thunderstorm Sunday 82. I'm meteorologist Scott Larimore at the Weather Channel. 87 in Tomball. 84 in Princewood. 86. Partly sunny in Houston at the KTRH Top Tax Defenders 24-hour weather center. KTRH News Time 2:01. Our top story: President Trump calling out Democrats and the legacy media from the Oval Office today for continuing to defend and tell the story of Gilmar Abrego Garcia, an illegal alien accused gang member who was deported to El Salvador, while the media ignored, he said, Angel mom Patty Morin, also from Maryland, who spoke earlier this week about her daughter who was murdered and raped by an illegal alien.
The fake news refused to put it up, so it's very sad. And yet they talk about this guy like he's an angel.
Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen visited Garcia in El Salvador yesterday. El Salvador's president, though, says they have no intention of releasing him from that prison. The Justice Department now has a criminal referral against New York Attorney General Letitia James for real estate fraud committed over the course of several years. Former federal prosecutor Andy McCarthy tells KTRH's Clay and Buck he's not impressed with James' defense so far.
What she's saying basically is politically motivated. When you're starting to say stuff like that, that means you don't have a defense on the fact, and you're trying to get people to not look at the fact.
McCarthy says he expects formal charges to be filed against James in short order, so she needs to, quote, buckle up. After finally passing school choice out of the Texas House this week, Republicans are expected to move on to another priority item, bail reform. Right, political science professor Mark Jones says the state house will take up debate next week on a bail reform bill.
That's a top priority for Governor Abbott as well as to Governor Patrick. What is the bill that the Democrats oppose?
The bail reform bill would restrict the ability of judges to grant bail to defendants accused of violent crimes. It already passed the state Senate. Well, it seems like a no-brainer. Move space headquarters to Space City. That's what Texas Senator Ted Cruz and John Cornyn are asking President Trump to do. They want NASA headquarters relocated to the Johnson Space Center. Cruz says in military terms, NASA is the ultimate high ground.
A nation that dominates in space can deprive others not only of intelligence capabilities, but modern conveniences like GPS.
He says Texas and Houston offer everything that NASA needs to thrive. NASA's current lease on its D.C. headquarters expires in 2028. KTRH News Time 2:04. Two of the nation's largest credit card issuers have a pending merger that is moving forward.
Capital One's $35 billion acquisition of Discover Financial Services receiving the green light from two top regulators, the Federal Reserve and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. However, its approval is conditional. The OCC says the deal depends on actions by Capital One to address any open enforcement actions against Discover. Capital One and Discover are among the largest credit card issuers in the U.S. The deal will expand Capital One's credit card business while giving the bank a card network. Discover's card network competes with Visa and MasterCard. Capital One says the deal is expected to close in May, subject to closing conditions. Hillary Barsky, Fox News.
Gold prices have hit record highs this week, opening today over $3,300 an ounce. That uncertainty growing and stocks continuing to yo-yo. Investors say they're turning to gold as a safe haven.
When gold hit 2,000 early last year, nobody even believed that it was going to go any higher.
Financial expert Peter Schiff says now may be the time to buy because it could still go up even more.
Astros open a weekend series against the San Diego Padres tonight. Pregame at 6 on Sports Talk 790 with the first pitch at 7:10 here on KTRH. Rockets begin the NBA playoffs Sunday night at home against the Golden State Warriors. Game 1 of that best-of-7 series will be right here on KTRH. Live coverage will start at 7:30 Sunday night. Markets are closed on Wall Street today for Good Friday. Our next update at 2:30. Time now for the Sean Hannity Show. I'm Corey Olson on Houston's news, weather, and traffic station, News Radio 740 KTRH. Coming up, a time-saving traffic update from the GeneratorSuperCenter.com Traffic Center. This report is sponsored by Port Houston.
Whether it's imported fruit or access to international markets, for everything grown in Texas, Port Houston is delivering what you need. Port Houston operates 2 of the nation's top container terminals and helps make sure Houston's port and ship channel are ready for the future. Need some drainage work? Daniel Dean Land Clearing and Dirt Work. 281-356-DIRT.
Crushing us. The Democratic brand is toxic right now. It's one thing to make noise, but you also have to make sense. That sounds all very good, but Governor, you were the poster boy for a lot of this stuff.
Do you agree that the Democratic brand is toxic?
I do agree that the Democratic Party brand is really problematic. Well, this is a revolution, and I think it might be the biggest revolution coming since the original revolution. Freedom is back in style. Welcome to the revolution.
Guitars really love the sound. I can't wait till the NBA playoffs start. I think they start this weekend if they haven't started already. I can't wait. The Rockets play Golden State out the gate. We can never count Golden State out, guys. You can never count Golden State out.
You'll see a beautiful Tesla on the homepage. You click on it, takes you to the contest page. You put in the word of the day, a new word every day. Today's word is spaced X, one word. And good luck to all of you. As we've been saying all throughout today, it is election day in America.
Now, I got 2 packages left. I thought that route was 15. I don't know what I was thinking about. It was 18 packages. So I got 2 left for real now. I still finished them. I still finished in less than 3 hours. I got 10 minutes left to do these 2 to make it 2 hours. And majority of them was apartments, guys. So rating wise, this was not an easy route. It was a more hard of a 3-hour route. Why was it more hard of a 3-hour route, Stock Sniper? Because it had a lot of apartments in it. And now I got 1 apartment left and 1 house. So, and I'm going to, both of these going to be done before this 2-hour mark on this live. Then I'm going to make a decision. Well, I ain't going to make it. Yeah, I'm going to look on the load board and then I'm going to see what they got for me on that load board. I might just call it a day. A quick $80 on Good Friday. And yes, it's a Good Friday. And I started almost 2 hours ago, a little past 12. I started a little past 12. So whenever I drop off this last package, that's when I'm gonna end the time. And I'm gonna do it before 2. So that lets me know I started this route a little bit after 12. Shit, bro.
It really can, and it really is that important, because this will tip the balance for 5 years according to Brad Schimmel. And
so I gotta pay attention to these last 2 deliveries, cause I don't want this to last. I want to finish this before 2 hours. That's what I want to do.
The thin majority they have, not only will they stop President Trump's agenda, there'll probably be 15 impeachments that will follow.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll absolutely try to do everything possible.
So I got 7 minutes left. I thought that I had 15 packages, but I had 8. I mean, I had 18. I don't know what I was thinking about when I was saying 15. So now I'm really down to my last 2 packages left, which is 1 apartment and the other one is a house. Which I'm almost at the apartments right now. And it's a yeah.
Matter of voter ID. So the vote today is both for Brad Schimmel and to ensure that this voter ID to ensure election integrity in Wisconsin, which is a critical swing state. So
I cannot understand why the left does not want voter ID signature verification.
So I'm right here
Custody controls, updated voter rolls,
at the apartment.
and why they would be against partisan observers in the precincts every day from all sides, watching the voting all day, the vote counting all night, and I would prefer paper ballots and same day voting myself.
absolutely. When you don't have voter ID,
Oh no, I'm tripping. I was wrong twice.
and we don't speculate about whether Democrats want to ban voter ID because they have already banned voter ID in California and New York.
Such a great point. And in the state of California and elsewhere, there are attempts to get local elections where illegal immigrants can vote. You said something to me in the interview that I had with you and President Trump, and you echoed these comments with Brett Baer last week, that you generally worry about the strength of America, how America is the central column that holds up all of Western civilization, and if that column fails, it's all over. You can't run off to New Zealand or some other place, it's over. So either we strengthen that column and make sure America is strong, and will be strong for a long time, or that roof is going to come down. And I couldn't agree with you more. Everything was riding on this election, and not only for President Trump to put all his chips in the middle of the table, because it was either the White House or the Big House, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we're at a fork in the road of human destiny. Incredibly important that we take the good full to have a positive future, an exciting future, and make America greater than it has ever been. But the far left, really, I mean, at this point, they're just fully communist, frankly. So, you know, the whole in DEI, the equity portion of DEI, equity means equal outcomes, no matter where you started, which is really just fundamentally communism. It's not even, it's fundamentally communism. So, yeah.
You know, we're living through what I would describe as an opportunity, and President Trump has the opportunity. You're a big part of this. To be
I'm back. So I didn't have 15 packages. I actually had 19. And I'm on my last one right now. And then I'll be done. In less than 2 hours. I thought I had 15 packages, but I actually had 19. And I'm dropping it off right now. This route was mostly apartments. So I got to get this out of here before 2 o'clock, because it was a 3-hour route Well, it is a 3-hour route. But like I say, they don't, you could, if you, once you learn how to do it, which is very simple, you ain't gonna take 3 hours to do the route. This 3-hour route, less than 2 hours.
Absolutely. No, you can tell that we're actually making progress.
Less than 2 hours. I'm at the last drop-off right now. I just gotta make a turn, drop off, and that's it. Whoa.
And the thing is
And I'm here.
maybe for you, Tesla will be an accounting, a problem. Maybe a small accounting problem, right?
I gotta get back in the car for 2 hours.
Well, that's true, and I don't mean to minimize it, because I will tell you, now having gotten the S-Plaid car, I mean, I went to a movie the other day, and I called my car to drive itself over to pick me up. The auto drive is the most sophisticated technology I've ever used. I've driven a lot of fast cars, and this is the fastest car by far I've ever driven. It's like a muscle car, which I do. And this is the level of thinking. To me, it's a gift that you give to the country. You rescued our astronauts. I mean, that whole day I was praying that this would be a success, and you pulled it off. And every aspect of that was dangerous.
Yeah, it is. It's incredibly difficult. Making great cars is incredibly difficult.
Just like that.
We've got an incredible team at SpaceX and Tesla.
Well, that's why I'm giving away.
I'm done. That 3-hour route,
showing some solidarity.
less than 2 hours.
Domestic terrorists.
Yeah, it's honestly.
That's it.
I'm trying to think of what's the closest parallel to this? I mean, has anyone?
Now I'm about to look on this load board and see what else I got going on.
The company's product, where that company has done nothing.
Nothing.
Like nothing. Tesla's kind of a peaceful company. It just makes great products, great cars, and that's it. And just so why? There's nothing that Tesla's done to deserve all of these vicious attacks. It's really just to put pressure on me and stop.
I can pick another one for later if I wanted to.
Getting rid of the incredible waste and just awful fraud within the government. And I guess it sort of makes sense on some level, because these are some very bad people. I mean, the people that are stealing taxpayer money are very bad people, so they're going to do very bad things.
Yeah, it's ironic that the left remains silent, though, and that means the leadership. And I do worry. I mean, at some point, does that mean your employees, you're going to have to lay off people at your dealerships, the people that build your cars, the people that repair your cars? I mean, these are high-paying career jobs for Americans.
Yeah, no, that's actually the radical left, I think, activists.
I think I got enough juice for right now. Because it's saying the phone overheating.
The only comparison that I can think of is what they've done to Donald Trump, who I've been friends with for 30 years. And what I've watched this man go through in the last 10 years, I've never seen anything like it. And now, because you're trying to help identify and eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse, which is a gift to the country somehow, and save our astronauts, stranded in space, somehow that garners this level of hatred. It's very troubling to me. And the fact that all the social security rules, we don't know where they're getting them. All right, quick break. More with Elon Musk on the other side. We'll get to your calls, 800-941-SEAN is our number. Don't forget our Tesla contest, and just go to Kennedy.com through April 11th. You can register.
Phone keep overheating.
And today's word of the
I don't like that.
SpaceX. Quick break. Right back. More with Elon Musk on the other side.
But it is over 90 degrees out here. So where I got that holder posted up at, it might just be the wrong spot. But yeah, it's overheating. My phone overheating inside of that case thing. And it's charging at the same time. But yeah, man, the easiest business to start right now in 2025 and beyond is a delivery business. If you got a W-2, start your delivery business on the side. You don't have to work the delivery business 8 hours. You can work it 2, 3. You just see right now, this particular company that I'm working with now, Amazon. It only took me 2 hours to do a 3-hour block. Basically, $80 for 2 hours. And guess what? I can go back to where I can go back on this load board and keep going with my delivery business. It's all on me, right? Quick $80 in 2 hours. It is a delivery business. It's not a gig. It's not a side business. It's not a side job. It's not a hustle. It's not none of that. It's a delivery business. Name your delivery business. So-and-so, so-and-so. Delivery business, service, a corporation, LLC, whatever, enterprises. Label it as a business and run it. Have somebody run it for you. If you got a job, have somebody run it. Have you a delivery vehicle, a commercial vehicle, specifically for the delivery business. Stock Sniper only got one vehicle. Okay, use that vehicle, stack your money, act broke, invest in you a delivery commercial vehicle. And that use that delivery vehicle is nothing but for my delivery business. That's it. Really, really simple, guys. In 2025 and beyond, there's no reason for nobody to be living paycheck to paycheck, bro. There's no reason for nobody to be complaining about eggs and tariffs and interest rates and all this crap. Ain't really creating a delivery business out of thin air and working. I just made $80 in 2 hours. If I do this every single day, that's over $2,000 a month. If you or whoever start a delivery business out of thin air, if you got a 9 to 5, work that delivery business. The minimum 2 hours, $80. I just showed you. I just took a 3-hour route that paid $80 and I did it in 2. I got the option to go back to that place or I'm done for the day. It's all on me. $80, if I do that every day, 2 hours out of my day, $80 multiplied by 7, that's 560. That's $2,000 a month. That's more than $2,000 a month. That can do what? At minimum, keep you from complaining about eggs. Keep you complaining about food prices and rent going up. Keep you from complaining, right? That's what that will do. So, that's the easiest thing to do, guys. Create a delivery business out of thin air. There you go. Right there. I'm looking on the load board right now, seeing what they got for me. But because the situation I'm in, I can pick and choose. I can be picky on my routes. Some people can't be picky, right? If you live in paycheck to paycheck, if you just not started your delivery business, you can't be picky. You got to take the routes. But once you get your routine down, you'll be able to finish these routes faster. Straight up. Long as you work your business properly, it won't take 3 hours. If you get a 5-hour route, it won't take 5 hours, guys. I can do 5-hour routes, 3.5 hours. So I'm just letting it be known. A lot of people complaining about struggling. A lot of people complaining, but ain't doing nothing about it. I'm telling you, start your delivery business out of thin air. Use your regular vehicle. Give yourself 3 months. Your first 3 months, after them 90 days, your goal should be, let me invest in me a delivery business, a delivery vehicle, a particular vehicle that you use just for the delivery business. If you can make $80 a day after you get off work on your delivery business, $80. In 3 months, you'll have $6,000. You can get you a nice delivery vehicle for $6,000. And then you do what? Your next goal would be to make that $6,000 back. You can make that in another 90 days. Then you what? You be on your way. Stamp your business. Stamp it. Don't look at it as a side hustle, gig, none of that. It's a business. Man, I just started me a side business on the side. What's your delivery business? Delivery business. Once you get, once you get going, you can put somebody to work. You can hire somebody to drive your business. If you got a spouse, get her to work that, or he to work that delivery business while you working your 9 to 5. There's multiple ways you can do this. And you can do this. If it's you and your spouse, y'all both can start a delivery business separately, right? You can work a 9 to 5. She can work a 9 to 5. And y'all both can have a delivery business on the side. And y'all both work the delivery business 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day when you get off work. Bro, that's a hedge against inflation. Multiple streams of income. So that means that y'all would have 4 streams of income coming in the house. 4. Bro, that could change somebody's life. That could change your whole trajectory of you and your family. Take that money, some of that money, make other investments, keep it going. Give yourself 4 years, 5 years. In 2030, you'll be ready to rock and roll. Long as you earn it, spending less, and making proper investments. Right? Earn, spend less, and invest. That's the motto for 2025 and beyond. We're not complaining about gas. We're not complaining about eggs and bread and the price of shit going up. Guess what? We're doing something about it. We are creating businesses out of thin air. We are investing in the companies that we know, like, and trust. And we're teaching it to others. So with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. Everybody that rock with me today, I love and I appreciate you. Hope y'all having a good, great Friday. Hope everything goes well for you and your family from now, for 2025 and beyond. Hope I put something on your head and on your mind. If it ain't for you, pass it on to somebody else. Help somebody. If you don't need it, pass it on. Help somebody else. You know somebody that need it. Pass it on to them. So with that being said, earn, spend less, and invest. 704 Wall Street is my block. Yeah, it is. 704 Wall Street is my block. Yeah, it is. 704 Wall Street is my block. Earn, spend less, and invest. It's your boy, the one and only Stock Sniper. With that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. I'm out.